Hi, this is Don the Idea Guy with your Big Yellow Sticky podcast for January 31st, 2019. The Big Yellow Sticky podcast is your director's commentary track, if you will, for the daily content I post at bigyellowsticky.com, where for the last 5 years, I post a single sticky note, a comment or a motivational quote or whatever thought is running through my mind that day. I write it in Sharpie by hand on a 3x3 yellow Post-it note, and I post it for the world to see. Today's sticky note is titled, "You're Done," and the text on the sticky reads, "It's your project. You're the one who gets to decide when it's done." This is episode 31, and the text on that sticky again is, "It's your project. You're the one who gets to decide when it's done." Admit it, you've got a lot of projects that are sitting around unfinished on your laptop, in file cabinets, notebooks, computer folders, Word docs, maybe on paint canvases or sketch pads or moleskin notebooks or on a whiteboard or a corkboard. And these projects are unfinished, but they're not unforgotten. They nag at you on the nights you know you've spent too many hours in front of Netflix. And on cold January mornings when you have to leave the warmth of your bed for the frigid commute to work, and you think about the abandoned project, wishing you'd finished it so you could sleep in the morning and go to work whenever you darn well please, because that project was going to make you $1 million. You may have filed away those projects, but some days you can feel their weight as if you're physically carrying them around with you. It doesn't have to be this way. They're your projects. You can decide whether they're done or not, or rather, whether you're done with them or not. There is no rule that says you have to finish every project you begin. You shouldn't burden yourself with the guilt of these unfinished projects. Sure, it would be probably best if you finished more projects than not, but that all depends on the individual project and the circumstances, doesn't it? Sometimes the right moment passes and finishing a project might be a waste of time and energy. Sometimes you simply stop working on a project because it wasn't as interesting as you thought it was going to be when you started. Sometimes you abandon a project because the customer base you thought was going to rise up and support the project development turned out to be a little less than enthusiastic, meaning they didn't get their wallets out. And sometimes newer and more urgent projects come along which require the time and attention you'd previously dedicated to the project that you had to pause. There's no crime here. By all means, revisit your unfinished projects and make a conscious decision to go back and to work on them with the intent to see it through to completion. But stop feeling like you failed or that you're required to tote unfinished projects around like an albatross around your neck. It's your project, and you get to decide when you're finished working on it, even if you never finish working on it. This is Don the Idea Guy. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you'll stop back tomorrow when I'll have another one prepared for you. And again, it goes right along with the content published at bigyellowsticky.com. If you'd like to receive a free email alert when new content goes online, you can go to bigyellowsticky.com and click on the Get Sticky link and just type in your email address. Once you confirm it, you'll begin receiving a daily update every time I make a new post. You'll get a copy of the artwork that I posted online, as well as a link to the latest podcast episode with the behind-the-scenes commentary, just like the one you're listening to now. If you'd like to know more about the projects that I work on, the ones I've finished and the ones I haven't, you can learn more about me at dontheideaguy.com. I'd love to see you over there, and I can almost guarantee you there's an email list there that you can sign up for as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Big Yellow Sticky podcast, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.